Hello there, my name is Payal Naraine and welcome to this video series. यहाँ हम कवर कर रहे हैं पूनम दलाल दहिया की एंशंट एंड मेडिवल इंडिया की थर्ड एडिशन, जो कि लेटेस्ट एडिशन है। इस किताब को हम थ्रूली रीड करेंगे और जहाँ ज़रूरत पड़ेगी वहाँ हम साथ ही साथ यूपीएससी एंड स्टेट सर्विसेज में आए हुए प्रीवियस ईयर के क्वेश्चंस भी डिस्कस करेंगे। एंड इस सीरीज़ में वीडियोस लगभग 30 to 35 मिनट्स के होंगे, बट इफेक्टिव होंगे। और हम ऑलमोस्ट 40 to 45 लेक्चर्स में ये पूरी किताब कवर करेंगे। और अगर आपने ये सीरीज़ 3 to 4 टाइम्स देख ली तो बिल्कुल ये किताब आपके दिमाग में छप जाएगी एंड ट्रस्ट मी, आपकी एक्यूरेसी भी काफ़ी इंक्रीज़ हो जाएगी। साथ ही साथ आपका रिवीजन भी काफ़ी आसान हो जाएगा। सो अगर आपको रिवीजन के साथ साथ वैल्यू एडिशन भी करना है तो ये सीरीज़ पूरी फॉलो करें। आपको बस आपके पास ये किताब रखकर मुझे सुनना है एंड मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स मार्क करने हैं। सो विदाउट एनी फर्दर डिले, लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। हेलो देयर, वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल घटना सूत्र। यहाँ हम कवर कर रहे हैं पूनम दलाल दहिया की एंशंट एंड मेडिवल इंडिया थर्ड एडिशन, जो कि लेटेस्ट एडिशन है। और हमने लास्ट वीडियो में कवर कर लिया था इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ महाजनपदास। नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट द डिफरेंट स्टेट्स ऑफ महाजनपदास। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट एंड बिफोर वी डू दैट, आप प्लीज़ अपने बुक पे मार्क कर लीजिएगा स्टार मार्केट, क्योंकि इस टॉपिक से अलग अलग स्टेट सर्विसेज में काफ़ी सवाल पूछे गए थे, जैसे यूपी पीसीएस, एमपी पीसीएस, झारखंड पीसीएस, इवन RAS/RTS के एग्जामिनेशन में भी पूछा गया था। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। स्टेट: अंगा, मॉडर्न डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ मुंगेर एंड भागलपुर, बिहार. Champa, located at the confluence of Ganga and Champa River. Champa was an important commercial center on the trade routes, and merchants sailed from here to the Swarnabhumi, Southeast Asia. Kashi, Varanasi, modern Banaras. Kashi was eventually captured by Kosalas. Kosalas, eastern UP, included Ayodhya and the tribal republic territory of Shakyas of Kapilvastu. Sarayu River divided the state into two parts, northern parts capital Shavasti and southern parts capital Kushavati. King Prasannaji, Buddha's contemporary, the tribal republic of the Shakyas of Kapilvastu included Lumbini, which is the birthplace of Gautam Buddha. Vajji, north of Ganga in the division of Tirhut, confederacy of 8 or 9 clans, of which the Lachavis, capital Vaishali, Vedhyans, capital Mithila, Jantrikas based in Kundapura, and Vajjis, capital Vaishali, were important. Vaishali, modern day Basra in North Bihar. King Chetaka, brother of Trishala, mother of Mahavir, and father of Chelana, wife of Magad king Bimbisar. Mahavir belonged to the Jantrikas clan. The Vajjis were defeated and assimilated in the Magad Empire by Ajatashatru. Malas: Kushinara and Pava. Kushinara and Pava are very important in the history of Buddhism, since Buddha took his last meal and was taken ill at Pava and went to his Mahaparinirvana at Kushinara. Cheti or Chedi, eastern part of Bundelkhand in central India. Shuktimati or Sotivati Nagara, King Shishupala. According to the certain Puranas, he is considered as an ally of Jarasandha of Magadha and Duryodhana of Karu. He was a rival of Vasudeva Krishna, who was his uncle's son. He was killed by Vasudeva Krishna during the Rajasuya sacrifice of the Pandava king Yudhishthira. Vatsa, on the bank of river Yamuna. Vatsa was known for its fine cotton textile. Kushambi, at the confluence of the Ganga and Yamuna near Allahabad. King Udayan. Udayan was the hero of 3 Sanskrit dramas, that is Swapnava Sudatta of Bhasha and Priyadarshika and Ratnavali of Harsha. Legends recount a rivalry between Udayan and Pradyodat of Avanti and refers to the love affair between Udayana and Vasavadatta's Pradyodatta's daughter. Karu, Western UP, Indrapras. The epic poem, the Mahabharata, tells of the conflict between the 2 branches of the reigning Karu clan. Panchala, Western UP. Ganga river divided the state into 2 parts. Northern parts capital Aichachatra, modern Bareilly, UP, and the southern part capital Kampilia, modern Farrukhabad, UP. The famous city of Kanuj was situated in the kingdom of Panchala. Matsya, Jaipur, Alwar, Bharatpur area of Rajasthan. Viratanagra, modern Virat, founder Virata. Surarena, Mathura on the bank of Yamuna. King Avantipura, disciple of Buddha. Avanti, central Malwa, divided by the Vindhyas, north Avanti Ujjain, and south Avanti Mahishmati. King Pradyota, father in law of Udayana. Gandhar, modern Peshawar and Rawalpindi, Pakistan, and the Kashmir Valley. Takshila, major center for trade and learning. King Pushkarasarin had cordial relations with the Magadha and waged a successful war against Avanti. The Behistun inscription of the Archmedian Emperor Darius mentioned that Gandhara was conquered by the Persians in the later part of the 6th century BCE. Kamboja, Rajouri, Hazra, Kashmir, and northwest frontier province of Pakistan. Poonch, capital is Poonch. The Kamboj were famous in ancient times for their excellent breed of horses and as remarkable horsemen located in the Uttar Patha or northwest. Ashvaka, Asaka, located on the bank of Godavari river between the river Godavari and Manjira. Potali, modern Bodhan district, Nizamabad and parts of Adilabad in Telangana. It was the only Mahajanpada situated in the south of the Vindhya ranges and was in Dakshin Patha. Magadha, modern Patna and Gaya. Rajgriha or Girivraj, Haryanka dynasty. It should be noted that the most powerful state in the 6th century were Magadha, Kosla, Vatsa and Avanti, and the two of the Mahajanpadas, the Vajjis and Malas, were Gana Sanghas. The Gana Sanghas, literally meaning an assembly of Gana, those who claimed to be of equal status, were an alternative polity to the kingdom. Unlike kingdoms where they had a single hereditary monarch, the Gana Sangha had a government by assembly, and within the assembly too, they had an oligarchy. Some of the Ganas were of a one clan, that is the Shakyas and the Malas, while the others were confederation of several clans, example Vajji. Gana Sangha, chiefdoms and oligarchies. The chief office was not hereditary and was known as Ganapati or Ganaraja. The power was vested in the aristocratic council comprising heads of leading Kshatriya families, and the authority structure of Ganas had a greater element of tribal organization. Most of the Ganas were located in or near the Himalayan foothill in eastern India, which also suggested that probably their establishment predated the transition to the kingdom, as clearing wooded low-lying hills was comparatively easier than marshy jungles of the plain. The corporate aspect of government was a major attribute of Gana Sanghas. They were based in the smaller geographical areas and had more representative government. The discussion matter were placed before the assembly, who met in hall called Santhagara. Gana Puraka was responsible for ensuring quorum required for the major deliberations. The council discussed and debated the issues, and they were put to vote. A unanimous decision could not be reached. Voting was done with a piece of a wood known as salakas or salaka gahapakas. The collector of votes ensured honesty and impartiality. The Gana Sangha had only two strata, the Kshatriya Rajakula, ruling families, and the Dasa Karmakaras, slaves and laborers. Gana Sangha were more ready to tolerate unorthodox views and more open to individualistic and independent opinion than the kingdoms. This tolerance was a major reason that the two of the most venerated gurus of the heterodox sect, that is Mahavira, Jainism, belonged to the Vajji Confederacy, and Buddhism belonged to the Shakya clan, were able to propagate their philosophy in a more unrestricted way in Gana Sanghas as compared to kingdoms. Kingdoms registered a centralized government with king as a sovereign, and all the power was vested in him and ruling family. The ruling family became a dynasty with a hereditary succession and mostly followed primogeniture. Major kingdoms generally occupied the fertile alluvial tract of the Ganga Valley. Political power was concentrated in the king, who was advised and assisted by ministers, advisory councils such as Parishad and Sabhas. However, with the emergence of concept of duality of king, and more emphasis on priestly rituals, the centrality of the popular assemblies was reduced. Clan loyalty weakened in the kingdoms, and more focus was on caste loyalties and loyalty towards the king. The Brahminical political, social, and religious theory was more deeply entrenched in the kingdom. Political conflicts and the preeminence of Magadha. The political conflict among the Mahajanpadas ultimately led to the emergence of Magadha as the most powerful state and the center of the vast empire. Magadha's rise to political supremacy began with Bimbisara, who belonged to the Haryanka dynasty and ruled for 52 years from 544 to 492 BCE. In the Mahavamsa, it stated that he was anointed as a king by his father at the age of 15, which suggested that he was not the founder of his dynasty. He was a contemporary of both Buddha and Mahavir and paid equal respect to them. Though his conquest and diplomacy, Bimbisar made Magadha the paramount power. He persuaded three-pronged policy, namely matrimonial alliance, friendship with strong rulers, and conquest of weak neighbors to expand the empire. Haryanka dynasty. Excuse me. Founder, probably the grandfather of Bimbisar, 566 BCE. Actual foundation of Bimbisar, founded by Bimbisar, 544 to 492 BCE. Contemporary of Buddha and Mahavir. Capital of Rajgriha, Girivraj, which was an impressive city and almost impregnable as surrounded by 5 hills, the opening in which were closed by stone walls on all sides. All, also known as Srenia, was the first king to have standing army. Earlier had rivalry between Avanti's king Pradyota, but later became friends, and Bimbisar even sent his royal physician Jivaka to Ujjain along Dakshin Patha to Avanti when Pradyota had jaundice. Conquered Anga, East Bihar, by defeating the ruler Brahmadatta. Anga, and especially its capital Champa, were important for inland and maritime trade. Strengthened his position by 3 matrimonial alliances, marriage relation with the different princely families gave enormous diplomatic prestige and paved the way for expansion of Magadha westward and northward. He took 3 wives. His first wife was from Kosla named Mahakosla, sister of Prasenajit, who bought in dowry the territory of Kashi, which yielded a revenue of 1 lakh coins. His second wife was a Lachavi princess, Chelana, from Vaishali, who gave birth to Ajatashatru. His third wife was the daughter of the chief of the Madra clan, Punjab. It is believed that Gandhara ruler of Takshila, Pukusati Pushkara sent an embassy to Bimbisar. अजातशत्रु. अभी इसके ऊपर हम आगे बात करने के पहले मेक श्योर दैट यू स्टार मार्क दिस, क्योंकि अजातशत्रु के बारे में डिफरेंट स्टेट सर्विसेज की एग्जामिनेशन में पूछा गया था, जैसे कि UPPCS एंड BPSC. सो प्रोबेबिलिटी इज़ हायर कि आगे भी इस पे सवाल आ सकते हैं, राइट? सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. अजातशत्रु 492 to 460 BCE, son of Bimbisar, being impatient to rule Magad, is believed to have killed his father and seized the throne. Most powerful and aggressive ruler of Haryanka dynasty, and followed his father's expansionist policy through military conquest. Annexed Kosla, ruled by Prasenajit. Used 2 innovative military weapons, war engines, which was used to throw stones like Katputlas, Mahashila Kantaka, chariot with mace for mass killing, Ratha Musala. Began the fortification of Rajgriha to meet the danger of invasion posed by the ruler of Avanti, who had earlier defeated the Vatsa of Kushambi. Buddha died during his reign. Arranged the first Buddhist council. Udayabhadra or Udayan, 460 to 444 BCE. Mark this important too, star mark this. ये BPSC and UPPCS की एग्जामिनेशन में इसके ऊपर सवाल आए हैं in multiple years. Right? So star mark this and make sure that you revise this. Udayan founded the new capital at Patliputra, modern Patna, situated at the confluence of Ganga and Son river. Patliputra had a very strategic location as it lays at the center of the Magadha kingdom, which then extended from the Himalaya in the north to the Chotanagpur hill in the south. Probably was murdered by the instigation of Palaka, the king of Avanti. Shishunga dynasty, around 412 to 345 BCE. Shishunga. Shishunga was earlier a viceroy and a high rank official at Varanasi, Banaras, and it is believed that the people of Magadha, outraged by the successive parasites of the successor of Udayan, appointed Shishunga as a king, temporarily shifted capital to Vaishali. The most important achievement of Shishunga was to defeat Avanti, Pradyodhat dynasty, and make it a part of Magadha. This brought an end to 100-year-old rivalry between Magadha and Avanti. Kalasoka, son and successor of Shishunga, also known as Kakavarna, according to the Puranas, second Buddhist council held at Vaishali, shifted capital back to Patliputra from Vaishali. Nanda dynasty. So before we start that, star mark this क्योंकि ये मल्टीपल स्टेट सर्विसेज की एग्जामिनेशन में पूछा गया है, जैसे कि यूपी पीसीएस उत्तराखंड, यूपी यूडीए स्लैश एलडीए कुछ ईयर्स में है ना. तो स्टार मार्क दिस. Nanda dynasty, first non-Kshatriya dynasty, 345 to 321 BCE. Mahapadma Nanda, also called as Ugrasena in Pali text because of his large army. According to Brahminical text, he belonged to a low caste or at least a non-Kshatriya caste, while according to the Puranas, he was the son of a king of a Shaishunga dynasty by a Shudra woman, and thus the Nandas were considered adharmikas, those who do not follow the norm of dharma. Buddhist texts describe the Nandas as belonging to Anatakula, of unknown lineage, the first empire builder of India, and claimed to be Ekrat, the sole sovereign who destroyed all other ruling princes, and Sarva Kshatrantakas, uprooted of all the Kshatriyas, added Kalinga to Magad, and bore an image of Jina as a victory trophy. Also acquired Kosla, which had in all likelihood rebelled against him. Made methodical collection of taxes by regulatory appointing officials. He also built canals and did a lot of irrigation work. Dhananand, last important king of the Nanda dynasty, identified with the Agrimes or Xandrimes of Greek classical writers. Credited with a huge army, it is believed that Alexander attacked Punjab during his reign, but his huge army checked them from advancing towards Magadha. Credited with the invention of Nandopakramani, a particular measure. He is believed to be an arrogant and oppressive ruler who imposed heavy taxes on the common man. His greed and exploitation made him quite unpopular among the masses, and ultimately Chandragupta Maurya, under the able guidance of Kautilya, took the advantage of this public resentment and uprooted the Nanda ruler and set up the Mauryan Empire. Excuse me. Now we'll start with the Mauryan dynasty, but mark this extremely important क्योंकि इसमें से Mauryan dynasty के ऊपर UPPCS and BPSC में सवाल पूछे गए थे, right? So make sure that you remember this and mark it and revise it. Mauryan dynasty, 321 BCE. Cause of Magad's success. Magad could gradually establish a dominance all over the Mahajanpadas on account of several factors. Firstly, Magad enjoyed an advantageous geographical position due to its proximity and control over rich iron deposits found around South Bihar. Magadha weapons were far superior and effective. Also, both of its capital, Rajgriha and Patliputra, were situated at a very strategic point. Girivraj or Rajgriha was surrounded by 5 hills, which helped in to provide natural fortification and was almost impregnable. Similarly, Patliputra was more like a water fort, since it was situated at the confluence of the river Son and Ganga. Secondly, Magadha lays at the center of the middle Gangetic plain, which had a fertile alluvium and received heavy rainfall. Thus, this area could be made more productive even without much irrigation. These fertile river plains provided a vast amount of agricultural surplus, which was essential for raising a vast standing army. Further, forests in southern area provided timber and elephants, which gave a special military advantage to Magadha, as all the other Mahajanpadas effectively used horses and chariot in warfare. Magadha was the first state to use elephant on the large scale against its neighbors. Elephants could be used in storming fortresses and in marching over areas lacking roads or other means of communication. Thirdly, Magadha certainly benefited from numerous able and ambitious rulers such as Bimbisar, Ajatashatru, and Mahapadma Nanda. They employed all fair and foul means at their disposal to enlarge their kingdom. Fourthly, because of the rise of the trade towns and metal money, the toll levy too added to the treasury of Magadha kings, which again helped them to maintain the huge army. Finally, the unorthodox character of Magadhan society infused in it more enthusiasm for expansion than any other kingdom. Northwest India, Persian and Macedonian invasion. In the northeast India, Magadha emerged as a formidable power and gradually smaller principalities and republic merged within it. The situation in the northwestern India did not allow for such consolidation. The Mahajanpadas of Kamboj, Madra, and Gandhara were continuously fighting with each other. Thus, a powerful kingdom like Magadha could not emerge in the northwest frontier. Taking advantage of this political disunity, the Persian Iranian Empire in the 6th century BCE penetrated in the northwestern India. The Archimedean king Cyrus, 558 to 529 BCE, was the first ruler to invade the subcontinent. He led a military expedition that destroyed the city of Kapisha, lying southeast of the Hindu Kush mountain, and received tribute from the people of Kamboj and Gandhara. Later, Persian king Darius in 518 BCE annexed Punjab, the west of Indus and Sindh. The Greek historian Herodotus, considered as the father of Western history writing, mentioned about Gandhara that this area was the 20th and the most prosperous Strapi province of the Persian Empire, and paid a tribute of 360 talent of gold, which was not only more than that from all other 20 provinces put together, but was also about one third of the total revenue of Iran from its Asian provinces. Indian provinces provided mercenaries for the Persian armies fighting against the Greek in the 5th century BCE. In fact, the army of Xerxes, the successor of Darius, included soldiers from Gandhar. It appears that till Alexander's invasion of India around 330 BCE, the northwestern part of the subcontinent was under Persian rule. Persian impact on India. The introduction of the Kharosthi script, which was derived from the Aramaic, the official script of the Persian Empire, written right to left like Arabic in northwestern India, is a fine example, highlighting the Persian impact. Some of the Ashokan inscriptions in the northwestern India are written in this script. Persian Sigloi type coins were copied in India. It is possible that the rock inscription used by Ashokas in the 3rd century BCE were inspired by the Persian king Darius. The monument of Ashoka's time, especially the bell-shaped capital and the preamble of Ashoka's edict, have a lot of Iranian influence. The 200 years of Indo-Persian contact resulted in not only political influence but also social economic acceleration, along with providing impetus of Indo-Persian trade and commerce, resulted in forging cultural ties. Alexander's invasion. So mark this topic as important क्योंकि अलेक्जेंडर इन्वेजन के ऊपर BPSC एंड UPPCS में मल्टीपल ईयर्स में सवाल पूछे गए थे. So star mark this, double star mark it, right? Okay. Alexander's invasion.